That's great. Let's move on into, you're talking about, maybe hiring employees, policy changes, getting out those certificates of insurance, having access to the agent. Uh, let's talk a little bit about that issue and why that's so important for contractors. Um, and maybe the biggest thing would be the whole certificates of insurance, because that really determines a lot of the cash flow for a contractor. And since you've been on that end of it, let's talk about some of the issues around, certificates of insurance, and maybe a little bit on your insights, looking at it from the insurance advisors end. What are carriers concerned about? What are some of the concerns for you as an advisor that you need to really do the job and get that certificate of insurance in the hands of the contractor?
Right, for sure. So we have a lot of contractors that are bidding on large projects, and the general contractor might require them to have an umbrella policy with an extra 2-3 million on there. You might be have to be insured as primary, additional insured, and a lot of contractors just go ahead and bid this job without knowing the requirements of their insurance. So they go ahead, bid it, call me, say I need a certificate, but the general needs this, 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 and this. And then it causes an increase in their policy. It could be quite costly. So if the contractors are willing to have an advisor like me, give me a call, be in contact with me on a regular basis, I can go ahead and quote this out with the underwriters previously before they bid for the policy or bid for the job. That way I could tell them what the costs are going to be, so they could include that in their bids. That way they're not getting shocked with price increase on their policy, and they're not expecting that when they bid the projects with larger general contractors. So if you get quite costly, having to add up all these extra requirements for generals.
So,
another one.
so what I'm hearing you say then is, geez, as soon as you're bidding or thinking about bidding on a project, you need to contact Nick or your insurance advisor and let them know, rather than waiting until after you get the award on the project. Because what happens is the based upon the insurance requirements of that project, it may have to go back into the underwriter at the insurance carrier, because the project may be requesting some coverages or situations that aren't or weren't contemplated by that underwriter. So in essence, they're re-underwriting your account every time
Sure.
you're requesting a certificate of insurance. And I think a lot of contractors don't really realize that. They just think, geez, I have insurance, just issue this certificate of insurance.